Anyone over the age of 30 will have no problem telling you how quickly your 20s will fly by. All life is precious, but this decade in particular is one of the most significant in your life in terms of your career, your relationships, and your life experiences. It's incredibly important that you ensure you're spending time on what really matters, so here are the top 10 things to invest in during your 20s. Traveling. In your 20s, you absolutely must harness all of the energy and enthusiasm you have and use it to travel widely and engage with new people wherever you go. Sample unfamiliar cultures, get lost in translation, and learn to be comfortable outside your comfort zone. Having a planetary perspective and the ability to communicate with many different kinds of people are major assets in today's globalized world. Your entire perspective on life as you know it will change and develop, as will yourself as a person. The things you learn will stay with you forever, and you'll be able to apply every lesson to your life back home. That's if you even decide to go back home. So don't get stuck in the corner of the world you were raised in. Start now, plan it, then do it. Networking. Those you surround yourself with influence your character development, behavior, and general attitude towards life, much more than you're consciously aware of. If you form a solid network of positive people, you are exposed to more great opportunities and potential for success in both your career and in your personal life. Build bridges with as many influential people as you possibly can, because you never know when you might be looking to cross them. Now is the time to disassociate yourself from those who drag you down and hold you back, in favor of those who are pushing you to succeed and who will stick around as positive forces in your life. As you mature, so should your relationships, so you don't have time to waste on people who will be harmful rather than helpful in the pursuit of your future goals. Work hard, play hard. If you can't enjoy yourself when you're young, when can you? Many people tend to burn the midnight oil during their 20s. However, one of the most important things to learn about going on nights out is self-control. As long as you don't drink past the point of self-control, you will never go over the edge and do something which will have serious consequences later. Try to find your limits and learn where you stand. There's nothing necessarily wrong with partying or losing sleep to have wicked once-in-a-lifetime adventures with your friends, so get it out of your system. But understand that your body won't calmly accept abuse forever. Your youth is the best time to learn the importance of moderation and sustainability. In the long run, you will have more success by practicing a balanced lifestyle of work and play. If you find yourself drinking a little too often, try socializing without alcohol instead. And if you tend to bury yourself in work and avoid socializing, loosen up and live a little once in a while. Whatever you do too much of, try to find a way to balance it out. Embrace failure and learn from your mistakes. Many people seem to misunderstand that regret is pointless. Fortunately, it's also fully optional. Instead of regretting your mistakes, recognize that most are extremely valuable if you come to understand them. Life is not about being overcautious and making as few errors as possible. It's about learning from as many of them as possible. For example, it's not the end of the world if you got burned by backstabbing friends. Simply pocket the lesson and employ higher standards next time. And so what if you got drunk, lost your phone, and ended up in jail with a broken nose? Review the incident, forgive yourself, and make sure it doesn't happen again. Learn to manage your finances. It's a good idea to take the time every now and then to sit down and figure out how you're spending your money, what you're spending it on, and what your ongoing expenses are. If you take care of your finances during your 20s, they will take care of you for the rest of your life, especially if you plan on becoming a parent anytime soon. Here are the major pitfalls you must avoid. Being fooled into a terrible business opportunity. Remember the golden rule. If it's too good to be true, then it probably is. Spending all of your money as and when you receive it. Save at least 10% of everything you ever earn. This applies to anything from washing your parents' car for a tenner, to your part-time wages, to your full-time salary. Save 10%. Use this cash to pull yourself out of emergency situations only. The third major thing to avoid is summed up in one word: credit. Some other nasty words you want to avoid are loans, interest, and debt. Believe it or not, you can live without the latest iPhone or the newest pair of fashionable shoes which your friends may have. Only use credit cards or bank loans if you absolutely have to. Take care of yourself. Making the time for the little things such as washing your face and brushing your teeth at night, keeping physically active by taking the stairs or walking to work instead of driving, And applying sunscreen and reapplying when necessary should be a priority for everybody, especially those in their 20s. General healthcare is something that later in life you will be glad you considered in your youth. And as much as scientific developments will have you believe that you can replace your body, get a new one, or trade it in, it will be with you for your whole life, so it's best to look after it. Besides, as you age, it will only get harder to get back in shape. Invest in educating yourself. Education is an invaluable resource that you are unlikely to ever regret having. Money is well spent when it is used to expand your mind and pool of knowledge, especially when honing skills to be applied to your career path. Experiment with as many fields as possible until you find what you're truly passionate about. Explore that passion until there's nothing more you could possibly know about it, although this step may take a while. But it will be worth it when you are making money from the thing you love so much. Find your purpose. In your 20s, it's easy to get wrapped up in a repetitive cycle of work, sleep, eat, weekend. Work, sleep, eat, weekend. And often, many of us forget to spend the time to sit down and actually contemplate what we really want out of life. Try spending some time alone in order to truly get to know yourself. Be curious and question everything you don't understand. Make the time to figure out what you love and map out a plan of how to get it. Establish good habits. The hardest part of creating good habits is getting started, but once you're able to master them, they will have an undeniably positive impact on your day-to-day lifestyle, as well as your future. The most impactful habit I can recommend others to adopt is to wake up every day before 7 o'clock. Try not to waste a single productive day during the week. Making this change will open up your schedule in an unbelievable way, unlocking your true potential to succeed and soar higher than your peers. Read as much as possible. There is nothing more productive than taking the time to digest a good book relevant to your field. Why not start with the classics? Each individual responds best to different kind of books. For many, the best kind are self-improvement, motivational, or inspiring books which offer clear instructions on how to be the best that you can be. Others, however, may benefit more from fiction books or stories which can open their mind to fresh new ideas. So give it a go, experiment with different genres, and learn to love to read. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to our channel for more Top Truths content. In the meantime, feel free to take a look at our other videos here.